Barbara. Did you have a story to tell or a question to ask?
Just an update. I mean, with all the weird stuff going on, with all the retaliation and everything.
Okay, we're back. My name is Attorney Vincent Davis. This is The Secret, How to Fight CPS and Win. I'm on with my guest hosts right now, Amanda Cisco and Brian Hamilton. Let's take a call right now from Northern California. Barbara, did you have a story to tell or a question to ask?
Just an update. I mean, with all the weird stuff going on, with all the retaliation and everything, I now have proof that CPS basically allowed an illegal weapons transfer. He was 13 at the time, was given a gun that the person who gave it to him was in illegal possession of it. It is not registered to that person. It's registered to somebody else. And CPS knew about this. I actually sent a picture of it to the county director of HHS and let her know and everything. The kid's court-appointed lawyer went into court and called it a BB gun. It is not a BB gun. It is a full-on hunting rifle. And I don't know how to report it without getting more retaliation against me. Because I do still have, I still have my 16-year-old at home too. So I have to be careful, what they're going to do with him. And because they're the foster homes here are county licensed, and, the former foster mother, her niece is one of the social workers. If I report anything to DSS or HHS or anywhere like that, they do their investigation and then they turn it over to the county to deal with, the consequences of their findings. And of course that gets buried, lost, and lied about in court. Nothing ever happens, just more retaliation. So, I guess it's just kind of an update on the case. Things just keep going from crazy to bizarre to really bad situations. So I'm just, my head's about to explode at this point.
It's something that I think, has to be discussed. But, I'm one of those people, look, if you know the laws are being broken, you probably should report it, especially if it involves, the safety of children.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to do it where, because like I said, I still have my 16-year-old at home. They've kept siblings apart for over a year now. My oldest went off to college without even being able to talk to his little sister. So I'm just trying to protect all the kids and not go insane. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to report it without them just turning the report over to the county. And then the only thing that happens is more retaliation against us.
Right. Well, unfortunately, that's happening. I'm a little bit familiar with your case.
Yeah.
Where you live is a very small county in California.
Exactly.
And, there's what seems like a lot of nepotism. So you have two choices. Walk away and leave it alone, or report it. And, when it comes to the safety of children, especially with guns,
Yes.
I'm kind of like, well, that's something that should be reported. Now, here's the other thing. You may be reporting it to the wrong people.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah. So, Department of Health and Human Services in Washington, D.C., the U.S. Department of Justice, Civil Rights Division, I mean, the federal government, the federal judicial system was formed originally to put checks and balances on the states from abusing their citizens. I learned that from Amanda on her show, uh, the civil rights struggle, fighting CPS. So sometimes, you can't go to the state or county actors and expect them to protect you. Sometimes you got to go to the federal government.
Yeah.
So,
well, I had called the DOJ, the civil rights people, and talked to them. They're the ones who told me to report it to the state DSS. DSS back in October-ish did substantiate the claim that the kids had access to guns and stuff. But now I have actual, basically my boy admitted where he got the gun from, and I have it in text messages. And I don't know where to turn, because everybody tells you to go here, go here, go here, go here. And it's this unending loop, and it gets you back to people who just turn it over to the county.
Okay, but to be fair, Barbara, I've told you what you should do.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, now, will it end up in a loop? Will nothing be done? I don't know. But I know where you should be reporting it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Barbara, call us back in about 2 or 3 weeks and give us an update. I appreciate you listening, being a loyal fan, and calling in and sharing this additional information with us, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Amanda Cisco. So we were talking about, with this past caller, about the reason why we have civil rights laws. What did you think about what I said? Was I correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Tell us about your show and your Facebook page.
Okay, so our show is every Thursday from 7 to 8 Pacific time. My time, I'm in Virginia, so it's 10 to 11. And we teach people how to, most importantly, how to present their case to an attorney, when they're litigating a civil rights case. And we teach about Section 1983, so federal civil rights lawsuits. And there's a lot of history to it. We're using a textbook. It's called Section 1983 Litigation in a Nutshell. It's part of the Nutshell series. So we'll be using that textbook to follow along so we can help, better understand what these civil rights federal lawsuits really are. But what's really important about the show is that we allow our callers to be on the show as guests, and we are able to give them expert advice and, see if they have a civil rights case and what is the best way to present that case to their attorney, if they do have one. And, just strategize, lots of expert advice.
Do people contact you on that page?
They sure do. You can send me a message on my page. You can comment on any of the posts. I check it regularly, so I usually get back within a few hours.
Okay, very good. I wanted to know, has Judy talked to you about forming a private Facebook group related to that page?
I have not spoken to her yet, I don't think.
Okay. Because
I know we're on TikTok, Instagram, we're on Facebook, of course.
2 minutes.
We're on the radio,
okay.
YouTube.
Because one of the things that we want to do this week, or I would like you to do, is this week talk to Judy and find out about starting that private Facebook group related to your Facebook page. One of the issues is that Facebook page is open to the public, right? And who knows who's watching, who's listening. But we want to also have a private Facebook group where we do a little bit more vetting about the people that are involved in that group and that post or see posts from that private group. Okay?
I think that's, yeah.
All right. So I think we have to take a break now. This is The Secret, How to Fight Child Protective Services and Win. We'll be right back after these messages with more calls, more stories, and more questions from our audience.